What's going on, guys? It's Potential, and welcome back to another YouTube video. So a few of you guys were requesting my current class setups that I'm running in GBs. So I wanted to give you guys them. So for the first two classes, I usually run sub for our team, so I'm running the 74U. I have two different types of 74U classes. I have one that's obviously, as you guys can see, more accurate, and one that's meant for speed. And I usually switch between them pretty frequently. So I'll usually start the round with the speed class and then switch to the accurate one after 10 seconds or so, or depending if I'm really trying to hit some spots, I'll just keep the speed one on. But I'm going to run into the attachments here for you guys. So I start off with the KBG Eliminator, and I use this because I'm using the Task Force barrel. So this is GA'd for normal Pro League rules, but it's allowed in GBs and also wagers and tournaments too. So if we don't run the Task Force barrel, it's just like we get shredded. So I've lost so many gunfights in Doggy to like Kriegs and stuff like that on Garrison, where if I didn't have the Task Force barrel on, I would totally lose the gunfight. So the problem with the Task Force barrel is it comes with crazy recoil. So you need to use the muzzle that takes away the most vertical recoil. So that is this. The horizontal recoil kind of sucks, but the only way to make, in my opinion, the only way to make the Task Force barrel usable is to use the KBG Eliminator, and that's only if you're switching under barrels. So for my accurate class, the underbarrel I'm using is the Spetsnaz grip, which obviously it takes away the horizontal recoil loss that I lose with the Task Force barrel, and also for the KBG Eliminator. And it gives me even a little more vertical recoil, so I can actually try to control that. This thing's a laser. With this setup, it literally doesn't move, but you're losing some shoot movement speed, so if your strafing ability is going to be a little slower. So that's going to kind of suck, but it's super straight, and that's what I essentially use it for. And then these last two handles in stock are going to be a staple on all of my competitive classes, whether it's a sub, an AR, anything. Whether it's for just GBs or even just for the Pro League, this is what everybody runs essentially. A few people will mess around with the Spetsnaz PKM or the no stock, but I just think the skeletal is the best and just the way to go. Um, so this is my accurate class. For my speed class, so it's essentially the same thing. I run the KGB and also the Task Force barrel, but the only difference is I run the speed grip instead of the Spetsnaz grip. So if you guys didn't know, the fastest way to move in this game is normally by running with the pistol. But if you run the speed grip, you're actually faster than the pistol, with even though you're running with a main gun, and that goes for the 74U and the AK47. So actually running the speed grip makes you the fastest possible sprint speed to have in the game. So I run this whenever I'm trying to hit the spots quickly or get timing on people. So a good example of this is I'll sometimes push Crossroads defense on B bomb. So I'll sometimes push it there. Another example is on Garrison. Sometimes I'll push to the heady above B bomb on defense. So the one you guys have seen me get some kills there where I push super fast and I get the kill. I have to have speed grip there. If I don't have the speed grip, I won't get to that spot in time, and I can't catch the guys in the middle of like the plat right at the beginning of the bridge stairs. So speed grip is super useful. So like I said, what I usually do is I start off with the speed grip, and then you need to change classes within 15 seconds. So I'll run for like 10 seconds, then quickly change to the accurate one and go from there. Or like I said, if I'm trying to just get to a spot quickly, I'll keep the speed one on the whole time. The only problem with this speed class is you don't get as much vertical control as the Spetsnaz grip, and you can feel it. Like this thing has some recoil. It actually feels like a submachine gun, which is I mean it's good. It just for me it just I don't know, the recoil pattern's a little unpredictable for me, so I like switching between the two personally. Some variations if you want to try, you can run the Spetsnaz compensator. That will it'll still give you good vertical, but you'll have a little bit less horizontal in terms of the negative there. And also you could run muzzle brake. I don't suggest it. It's just too much vertical recoil for me. Getting guys off head glitches would be like almost impossible there. So next, I have an XM4 class. So the XM4 is actually probably my favorite gun in the game. Right now in the GB meta, where AK-47s are not banned, it's pretty much unusable. So I use it for fun when we're playing matches. I either know we're gonna win, or I just want to change your pace, or I want to change something up. This is my class. So I run the Millstop Sight, Infantry Compensator, the Extended. So for pretty much all the ARs, for the most part, you want Extended for the maximum bullet velocity. Steady Aim Laser, the Field Agent Grip. So I'm just taking away all recoil here. I need to experiment with the Speed Grip, honestly. That might also be a very, very good play. I just haven't tried it out enough. So I might be switching to the Speed Grip in the future here. 40 round mag, and then the last two, like the submachine gun, are the last two stock options. In terms of smokes, I run the smokes on the team. That goes for all of my classes, and then Semtex and trophies. That's pretty standard stuff. I also greed is allowed in GBs, which is not allowed in the Pro League right now. So we just, I mean, this is a standard. You know, you're on TAC and Flak, Ninja Gung Ho. Sometimes you'll need to switch to Cold Blooded, but yeah. So then up next we have an AK. So this is, like I said, it's banned in the Pro League, so you can't use it if you're trying to follow official GAs or official scrims or stuff. But if you're just playing XPs and game battles matches, it is allowed. So it's actually insane, this gun. It's just so crazy good. So I started off with the Millstop, Muzzle Brake, the Liberator. So like I said, no matter what AR you're using, for the most part, you want to run the Liberator. Steady Aim Laser, the Spetsnaz Speed Grip. So this is what I'm talking about when I was thinking about moving the Field Agent Grip on the XM4 to the Speed Grip, because even with the Speed Grip, the AK is still so the AK-47 is faster than running with the pistol with the Speed Grip on, and this thing still shoots crazy straight. So it's still super super good. Magazine is the 40 round mag, and then like I said, the last two handles. For perks here, I still run the smoke and the Semtex and trophies, and then Flak, Gearhead, Ninja. Ninja's just a standard. And then my last class, which I don't really break out that often, I would like to experiment with it a little bit, is the MP5. So we've played with some people who have used it, and they've absolutely melted with it. So I made a class, but I really don't try it a lot. But when I was using it, it was infantry compensator. So I was using the reinforced heavy here. Again, I might experiment with the task force if you're trying to seriously run it. This is a pretty old class that I haven't really used, but at one point I was using the reinforced heavy. The foregrip, and then the last two are handle and the raider. So pretty standard stuff, and everything else is pretty much standard there. If you guys want my pistol, I just use everything that gives me bonuses and no negatives. I don't really use it that often. Obviously except for the mag there, and then speed tape. So yeah, guys, this is pretty much my updated classes. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys like what you see, please drop a like on this video. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And if you guys want, you guys could leave class suggestions down below, and I might even use them in some upcoming matches that we play. I think that would be really, really fun to play, to try just some absolutely crazy guns and see how we can do with it. And you can leave them for all of us. You can leave 3 classes, and I'll have the boys run some different ones too. But all right, guys, thanks you so much for tuning in. Take care. Peace.